What's up, everybody? It's your boy AJ Turn Up. If you don't remember me, I'm from Ish Talk TV. Please go check that podcast out. That's where we get nitty and gritty and we speak our minds. Basically, we talk about everything from relationships to music. And we speak our minds, no filter. So if you're gonna be offended, you're gonna be offended. Today though, this is my segment, sports segment called Keeping It a Buck with AJ Turn Up. That's right. If you check on my last episode, I mentioned talking about why the Bucs do not need Byron Leftwich as our coordinator and Todd Bowles, and why they both need to go. So go check that out because I dropped some real good knowledge there. But today, I'm here to talk about number 20 on the Buccaneers, a legend. We all know who he is. Solidified the greatest play in Buc history. That is Ronde Barber. And this segment is called Give Ronde Barber His Flowers, because the man is a legend. As all of you know, he was snubbed out of the Hall of Fame this year for the class of 2022, which is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. This man is a legend. He redefined the nickel cornerback position, and not only just that, he was a hell of a cornerback. But you know what? We're gonna get into that. I got everything down. We're gonna talk about this. We're gonna break it down on why he is being snubbed and why he deserves his flowers. So let's just go by his Hall of Fame resume. The man has 1,251 combined tackles. Now, separately, he has 1,028 tackles, 47 interceptions, which, mind you, he has 9 pick sixes and 14 total touchdowns, 28 sacks, 15 forced fumbles, 12 fumble recoveries, 1 safety. He's a 5-time Pro Bowler, a 3-time All-Pro Bowler. He shut down the vet with that iconic interception of Donovan McNabb. And and the most important thing, he's a Super Bowl champ. And he was a part of one of the top 5 greatest defenses of all time, and that was the 2002 Bucs. So already, that is a hell of a resume. He's the only DB in the NFL with 20-plus sacks and 20-plus interceptions. All right? Do you know how hard that is? Yeah, of course you do, because he's the only one to do it. A solid tackler. A hell of a intelligent guy on the field. And, he started 241 games. So he was a warrior. He played through injuries. And once again, he could tackle guys. And I'm not talking about no little wide receivers. He can tackle running backs. He has taken down Adrian Peterson, made him fumble before. Also, he was able to single-handedly tackle Julio Jones by himself. And everybody know how big that dude was. So the thing is, and let's go to it again. When I mean by redefine the nickel corner position, there was no one else that did it like Ronde. Ronde was, like I said, he used his intelligence. He just knew how to pick routes. He knew he was smart. Like I had mentioned in my last video about when you're playing in a zone, that's a chess game. You have to and anticipate the route running of a wide receiver. Or you have to know how to recover and catch up to the receiver just in case you get beat. Ronde Barber did all those things. A solid tackler. He can blow you up if you weren't paying attention. He could pick you off. He knew how to recover and get picks off. That's who he was. And 28 sacks. So he was a hell of a blitzer. He's taken down the likes of Brett Favre, Tony Romo, you name it. Aaron Rodgers, Matt Ryan. Hell, he even picked up a fumble recovery from Byron Leftwich. And, once again, this man did so much for this team. There's no excuses that he is not in the Hall of Fame. It's ridiculous. And look at his counterparts. Champ Bailey got 52 ints, 3 sacks, 908 tackles. Now, I'm not saying that Champ Bailey wasn't good. I want to get everybody that I mentioned on here They deserve to be in there, but so does Ronde. Ronde's resume speaks. 52 inch. That's only 5 more inch, people. Okay, 5 interceptions. That's not that big. That's okay. Let's go to Ty Law. 53 interceptions, 5 sacks, 838 total tackles. Once again, this is good. This is really good. I'm not saying it ain't good, but look at how better, well-rounded Ronde was at tackling. He can do anything. Okay, Jimmy Johns, 47 inch. Okay, let's go to Leroy Butler, who got in 38 interceptions, 20.5 sacks. But he is still, none of those guys that I mentioned to you did anything that Ronde couldn't do. The knock that everybody I hear want to say is, oh, he was a nickel. No, he could play a little. He played against number 1 receivers as well. He didn't have to do it all the time, but that was the system. But he still dominated. He did his duty as a cornerback. And he did, and then some. As I keep telling people, he was a fierce tackler. He didn't have to just grab you by the legs. He could blow you up. He caused the safety. That safety that I'm telling that he had was against a running back for the Bears, Matt Forte, who everybody knows was a strong north and south runner. Now we got blown out in London that time, but it doesn't matter. Ronde did his thing. Now here is where I feel like the real reason, in my opinion, that Ronde is not in the damn Hall of Fame. I'm gonna be real. I think it's a narrative bias. As I said again, whoever is out there voting for this man to get into the Hall of Fame, you guys are really biased, or you just never played the game of football. Because the things that he has done, he should already have been in the Hall of Fame. If he's not a first ballot, to be honest, these are first ballot numbers. But it's the narrative. It's because, well, he was a system cornerback. Who isn't? There's a lot of great players that were used for the system. Does that mean that they weren't good? And another big thing, it's a franchise bias. I'm going to tell you this right now. Remember those 3 cornerbacks I just said? Champ, Ty Law, Jimmy Johns, Leroy Butler. Champ Bailey, he got of course he was a beast with the Redskins, but who did he go to? The Denver Broncos. That's a very popular franchise. Ty Law played for the Patriots when Brady and them were there. A popular franchise. Jimmy Johns, the 49ers. Leroy Butler, the Green Bay Packers. I guarantee you this. If Ronde had to play for any of those damn franchises, he would have been in the Hall of Fame already. Because here's the issue. Tampa Bay is still viewed as the losing franchise, the sorry team, the Yuccaneers, the Succaneers, and all that good stuff. Unfortunately, we got a bad rep of that. Hell, it still shows to this day. Just like it took us not to be in Super Bowl contention when we lost against the Rams this year for them to give Devin White love, Vita Vea love. And those guys were already Pro Bowl players, and they didn't get the recognition until we lost. So that's why I honestly feel like if Ronde didn't play for the Buccaneers, he played for those franchises I just mentioned, he would have been in there already. Because there's nothing else stopping this man. These numbers are ridiculous. Like I said, I like Champ Bailey. I like Ty Law. I like Jimmy Johns. I like Leroy Butler. But they didn't do anything significantly better than Ronde. Ronde, as I said, they still say that he was just a nickel guy, but he wasn't. He could cover number 1 receivers. There's an interception that he did in the 2002 season in the playoffs in 2003 against the 49ers where he got a pick 6, and that was covering T.O. So the man could do anything. And like I said, he was physical, but he can also be finesse. I just think that, once again, because he played for the Bucs and he didn't maybe have a personality like the rest of these guys that I mentioned, they just overlook him, which is BS to me. I don't know who the hell is out there. Ronde, you deserve to be in the damn Hall of Fame. You were a beast. You're a top 10 corner. And can nobody tell me anything else. I like these guys, but once again, I think Champ, Ty, and all these guys are good, but you know, everybody is just like, none of these guys I mentioned, including Ronde, they're not Dion or Dale Green. So and once again, Ronde did everything. Can we go back? I want to go back. 47 inch. 9 pick sixes, y'all. That's Ed Reed level. Now, of course, I know he plays safety, but you get what I mean. The man could do anything. Whatever, I like a player. A great player is whatever you ask them to do, they can do it. Or if they don't do it well, they will find a way to do it and improve on it. That's what Ronde did. 241 games. That man was a warrior. So for anybody else out there who got influence and who can talk to the right people, Ronde needs to get in there. We need to give this man his flowers. Give this man some justice. Get Ronde in the damn Hall of Fame. Because as I just said, all these other guys, they're in there, but they didn't do nothing that Ronde couldn't do. That is the whole point about this. So you guys out there, you got to just, whoever's out there voting, I don't care that he played for Tampa. He did his job. He got a ring. All those other guys, they got rings too. But once again, everybody knows the 2002 Bucs defense, that was for the most part, the defense got us there. And we did our job. They're the ones that was dominant. Once again, I mentioned earlier, they are a top 5 in history. So yeah, do the right thing and get this man in there. And once again, this is Keeping It a Buck with AJ Turnup. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. I go by Flex Luthor Luthor 813 on Instagram and also on Twitter. And I'll be posting this on YouTube soon. But yeah, so just spread the word, Bucs fans. You know, you're talking to a loyal Buck fan for life, a Tampa boy, East Tampa right here. You know, love my team, for better or for worse. So, go Bucs. And Ronde, thank you for solidifying the most iconic moment, picking the ball off of Donovan McNabb and shutting down the Vets. You demolished that building.
It's first and goal. That's picked off. That's picked off. And who else? Ronde Barber. All the way, untouched, down the field. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers may ride to the Super Bowl with that one.